Hello everyone, this is Minecraft Lite with my first mod review slash showcase slash tutorial. So today I'm going to be giving you guys a quick overview of the mod ProjectE. I'll leave a link in the description for it, and I'd just like to start out by saying that this is one of the most overpowered mods ever if you can get into it. You might have played TechIt Classic a long time ago, and remember Equivalent Exchange 2, it's basically the same thing, except for 1.7.10. So, let's go through. So, the first thing you'll probably be able to make is the alchemical chest. It has a ton of storage, but that's not really what it's used for. To make it, you need the covalence dusts, which are cobblestone, charcoal, and a piece of iron and redstone, and a diamond and a piece of coal. So if you make this, then you can have the alchemical chest, which is a very useful tool. But before you get that, you may want to make a transmutation table. Now, you can use this to make a transmutation tablet, but to actually make the table, you're going to need something called a philosopher's stone. Now, this is the first item you're going to completely need in ProjectE. You'll need to go to the Nether or find a glowstone in like a town or whatever. But the philosopher's stone is mainly for crafting, but you can do some other cool features with it that I will show you guys later. So what is this actually used for then? If it's so expensive, you need obsidian and such. Well, with this, as you can see, it stores EMC. So if I want to put my alchemical chest here, you see learned, right? And there's an EMC number on almost everything in the game. So if I do that, and then I shift click to put it in this, or you can actually place it in there, it's up to you. And then everything I've learned will come up around here. Now obviously, once you've learned enough items, they won't be on there, but it's synced with NEI. So, pretty cool. Let me just make it noon. Like I said, pretty cool. So next, we are on to the condensers. Now this is where the OP stuff comes in from TechIt. You can pipe something in from a quarry, like pipe all your minerals in, all your refined ores, and say you want to be producing alchemical chests. Let's just grab blocks of lapis lazuli. So they're worth, like, the entire stack is worth 497,000. And this chest is worth like 232,000. So if I put this in here, it should make me at least 2 chests. Pretty cool. Now, we'll get into more advanced stuff later. Now, in the newest update, they added a energy condenser Mark II, and this guy is basically the same thing, except he will. Let me grab some more lapis lazuli blocks. And one of the problems with TechIt is that you would produce so much, say you wanted to be condensing like stone or something, that it would just completely overflow and you wouldn't be able to get anything out of it. With this, you can put items there and it will instantly make them, and it'll put them over here. So pretty useful. Good things to know about ProjectE. So the last thing I wanted to show you guys for this part of the tutorial is interdiction torches. So if I go over here to these animals here, I don't know if it actually works with animals. I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah. Okay. So it basically repels any animals / mobs that want to get near you. Obviously, it doesn't work when you're just holding it in your hand. That would be a cool feature, but a little bit more advanced. So I'm gonna set up the rest of this tutorial, and I will be right back. Hey guys, I just realized that I forgot to show you the actual recipes for the energy condenser Mark II, and interdiction torch. So there's the recipe for the regular energy condenser. You need an alchemical chest in the middle. And the Mark II, you will definitely need red matter and dark matter. The cool thing is that 4 will actually produce 4, so it's like 1 dark matter per block. And same with red matter, so not too shabby. You just need the energy condenser in the middle, and the interdiction torches are quite expensive, but you will keep the philosopher's stone, so it's not that bad. I'll be right back with the next part. Okay everyone, I am back, and I'm going to show you the other really overpowered part about Project E. So right here, I have a energy collector Mark 1. Now, an energy collector, I'll show you in NEI real quick, energy collector Mark 1 is made with 6 glowstone, a block of diamond, glass, and a furnace. So it's not cheap, that is one thing to be sure about, but it is one of the most useful blocks in the game. So as you see here, EMC is slowly building up in my condenser, making a Kleinstar sphere, which is something I'll go over later, but I just found something that had a high EMC value. But it builds up like about 1 tick, maybe a little more or less, or around there. Okay, so that's the Mark 1. Now, the Mark 2 uses a piece of dark matter and glowstone. Dark matter is made with Aeternalis fuel and a block of diamond. To make Aeternalis fuel, you can do this with your Mobius fuel. With your Philosopher's Stone, to make Mobius fuel, you need alchemical coal, and that needs 4 coal with the Philosopher's Stone. So basically, you'll need a stack of coal for about, I think it will be 1 piece of Aeternalis fuel. And you need about 8 of those, and plus a block of diamonds to make your first piece of dark matter. And this is a lot faster. You will notice a lot faster than this really slow one, which is cool. Now the collector Mark 3 uses a piece of red matter. Now this is very expensive. You will need 3 dark matter and 6 Aeternalis fuel just for 1 red matter. You only need 1 red matter to make it, luckily, but it is pretty insane. So as you see, I'm just condensing this Kleinstar sphere. Yeah, so that's cool. Now here I have a antimatter relay. Now what these are used, so if I say I wanted to, I could put a collector on each one of these sides, but say I wanted to have more than that, I would need to use relays, because then I can put it on all sides of the relay instead of all the sides of the condenser. Now that is what I set up here, is the full max potential. Just let me go game mode C real quick, fly up here, and show you how fast this thing is. So this is insanely fast. This is completely upgraded. This is the max amount of EMC you can be producing at a time, and being able to access this, of course. So what it's made out of is the energy collectors Mark 3. Actually, I forgot one right there. So actually, that wasn't max speed, but it was pretty close. So we forgot a relay. We've got a relay right here, and to make these antimatter relays, they have the same tiering system as the collectors do. Let me just go back to game mode S. So the Mark 1, pretty much the same thing, and phone's ringing. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, everyone, sorry about that. Where was I? I was about to explain antimatter relays. So they are pretty much the same thing as collectors, except a little bit less expensive, because obsidian is only worth 64 EMC and glowstone is worth a lot more than that. So our little guy here is making a transmutation tablet. You might wonder, what's a transmutation tablet? Obviously I don't actually have one. So let me set up the next part of the tutorial, and I will be right back, guys. Okay, everybody, I'm back, and I'm going to show you guys what this tablet is. So basically, this tablet is a movable version of the table. It's pretty cool. And another cool thing about the table is this, Alchemical Tome. It says, unlocks all items with an EMC value. So, if I just sacrifice that, I now know every single item. Now another thing is these Kleinstars. Now basically what a Kleinstar is more of it put together until you get down to this form. Then you'll just add them up until you get to the Omega, because that is the biggest, the best one. They're basically like storage for these guys right here. Now there's a couple more that I will get to later, but these guys are rings that let you fly around, shoot arrows, suck up items from farther away, light things on fire if I remember correctly. I don't know. Cover things with snow. Pretty cool stuff. So if you want to be able to, you can use the Aeternalis fuel. You can use even lesser forms like glowstone, redstone, or any of the other coals or fuels. So this is the best form though. So if I want to charge this, you can, if you're willing to take your time, put it in one of these. It will take most likely forever, especially since your relays. Would you want to charge that? Yeah, so it's going to take literally forever, especially to charge one of these. You could have full Kleinstar, like, not Kleinstar, full Mark IIIs, and it would still take a long time. But what you can do instead is just plop it right in there, and it'll charge. So now I've got about 51 million EMC stored in this ring, or in this Kleinstar. So now when I fly around, I don't have to worry about not flying anymore. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So let's go over the rings. Actually, let's go over the divining rod first. The divining rod, there's 3 different forms. The medium, the low. So the low one is the covalence dust. The medium one is the other covalence dust, and the high covalence dust is the third one. Now what these do is they really help you out with mining. If I were to click here, it's going to say that second max, and third max is only 1. That's because this is a super flat world, and all there is dirt. So really, dirt is only worth 1 EMC. But if I were to, say, get a diamond ore, so let's just grab some diamond ore and bury it underneath a piece of dirt, like so, if I can fail. Also, breaking things is slower when you're flying. And I were to go like this, it says max EMC 8,192. That's the same as a diamond, which is super cool. And it also shows the smelted forms instead of the other, like, normal forms of the ores, because that wouldn't work if you were, say, looking for tin. Pretty sure tin's the same as iron, 256. Pretty cool. So, very useful tool. Next, we have the Watch of Flowing Time. Let me set up a real quick contraption for you guys, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back from my real quick contraption. So what this does is, if you press V, actually, it charges it, and right-clicking it, fast forward, rewind, or off. I'm pretty sure rewind just bugs out the world until you delete it. Actually, it looks like it does it without even turning it on. So now it's going to turn night and day really fast, so I'm just going to delete that and grab myself a new one. So let's go Watch of... So I'm going to show you guys how to craft this real quick. It requires dark matter, glowstone, obsidian, and a clock. So pretty cool. So let me just charge it all the way. And you do that with V, and to uncharge it you hold Shift and press V. Now to turn it on, you press G. So if you ever wanted your crops to grow faster, well, we can make that happen. Yeah, they grow really fast. It basically increases the tick rate around you very, very fast. So it will speed up machines. It will do all sorts of things. So you want a lot of wheat. Trust me, you can do that. Setting up farms with magical crops that way works very well. And especially with Ender.io farming stations, because farms the blocks as fast as it grows them. And you can have lots and lots of emeralds or whatever you want. It's pretty cool. So the next thing, Swiftwolf's Running Gale is for flying. As you see, it changes a different color when I start flying. It will also block projectiles if you right-click with it in your hand, and it turns red like that. So it'll block projectiles. Now, to make it, you will need 4 dark matter again, and 4 feathers, and an iron band. Iron bands require 8 iron and a lava bucket. It will give you the bucket back, so don't worry. Well, it used to. I don't know. I haven't crafted it in a while. So now the next thing you'll maybe want to make, I'll just keep this with me in case I want to fly, is the zero ring. It's not very useful, but it only requires 2 dark matter. Sorry, that was a little fast for the recipe. So it needs another iron band, and boop, boop. Just make snow everywhere. It might be able to actually make it start snowing. I don't know. Let me try activating it. Maybe, yeah, everything around me just turns to snow then. It's a little annoying. So then we have the ignition ring, and that just makes fire everywhere, which is cool, but a little bit intense. So the ignition ring is just Mobius fuel, flint and steel, an iron band, and 2 dark matter. So that's pretty cool. These 2 are not very useful. The next 2 are Archangel's Smite, just fires arrows, and you'll notice that they're not really hitting the target. Instead, they're just killing anything that's in the area, which is pretty cool. It looks like they are affected by interdiction torches, or maybe they're just going the other way. I don't know. But, pretty cool to make this guy. You can't, unfortunately. It's a work in progress. So, that is rather unfortunate, but the mod did just get updated to 1.7.10. So that's a creative item. Now the black hole band is not. You need a string, dark matter, and an iron band to make this guy. And once you turn it on, you may notice that these items are just getting sucked right up. Pretty cool. Actually, I really like that item. It's one of my favorites. So very useful. And that'll lead us to our next topic, which I will be right back for. So just give me a second, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back, and what's the other use for the black hole band? Well, I think it's pretty cool. So you can make these alchemical bags, right? Let me just get out of game mode C, and they're made like this, just with an alchemical chest, 3 high covalence dust, and some wool. So pretty easy, and you can just stick it in there. Obviously, you have to turn it on. But, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to set it up, the next thing, and I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back for the next part of our tutorial. And the next part will be about some very useful mining tricks. So, as I showed you guys last time with the black hole band, if you put it in a alchemical bag, all the items will go straight into there. Very useful for mining. Just wait till you see this. So you see this hole here? Well, I made it using this guy, the destruction catalyst. It's made like this, and you know how to make Mobius fuel already. Nova Cataclysm is just TNT and a piece of Mobius fuel. It does eat up EMC, not too much though. So basically how to use it, right click, and there you go. So I'm going to right click like that. Now you can charge it just like the rest. So charging it by 1 will give you that much. Charging it by 2, that much. Fully charging it will get you all the way to there. Pretty cool. The next little tool I've got, not too useful for mining, more just blowing up people's bases. Yeah, it launches little pieces of TNT everywhere. That's just the first tier TNT. The second tier, third tier, and fully charged will go way over there. And pretty big, pretty destructive, so let's just uncharge both of these. Now the next tool I have is the catalytic lens. I forgot to show you guys how to make this one. So it's just that, and you already know how to make a Nova Catalyst. So, and dark matter and diamonds. So pretty expensive. Let me just move that over there. So a catalytic lens is basically a bunch of dark matter, and then you combine the two. So what can you do with this? Well, you can use it to dig, but at fully charged, its range is massive, as you can see. And it does not have different modes as far as I'm aware. They may implement that later on. So now let's check my alchemical bag. Look at that. That is a lot of EMC. Now, what can I do with that EMC? You may ask. I'm pretty sure I put it in this chest. If you put a gem of eternal density. Maybe it doesn't work in regular bags, but in these chests, if I were to get out a bunch of dirt, and it says target set to iron, maybe it's not going to work. Okay, well, apparently this is a work in progress. I need to shift right click to activate. That's what I'm doing wrong. So if we put it in there now, it will make iron every 256 EMC it gets. So sorry, that was a little buggy. It might actually work in the bag. Let's just take a couple of stacks. So as you see, it made a piece of iron. So let's put it in our bag, and it will not eat the black hole band because it has no EMC value. Cool. Now, the next couple of things that I have for you guys to see are one of them being the repair talisman. And this guy is a very simple recipe once you get all the covalence dusts. So I have this wooden shovel, and you know, it's not fully repaired, but pretty soon it will be. That's because of this guy. So if you ever make some really cool tools and you really don't want to break them, but you don't have the things that you need to repair them, this is a pretty good way about doing it. I don't know if it is compatible with Tinker's Construct. It may be. You guys will have to play with that on your own, I guess. Okay, I have two more things to show you guys real quick. I will need a flint and steel, however. So let's just grab one of those, and let's head over here to this small village. Relatively small village. It definitely will be small after I blow it up with these two. The Cataclysm, which I showed you guys how to make already, by the way, and the Cataclysm, which is, if I go into my survival inventory, it's just an Aeternality plus a Nova Catalyst, and then that's just that. So I showed you guys that already. So let's see how destructive just one of those is. Pretty destructive. So now let's see how destructive one of these is with the very overpowered, the more overpowered one. Yeah, pretty big explosion. The other cool thing, puts it straight in your inventory. As you can see, my inventory is literally bombed full of useless crap. Sort of a problem, but with the Gem of Eternal Density, it'll eventually all disappear. So I am going to show you guys these, and then I'll prepare for the next thing. These are made like so, and press R to fire water projectile. Okay. Yeah. So there you go. It used to be different in regular equivalent exchange 2. Sorry. So obviously they respectively fire their different resources. So lava fire. I just realized I did not show you guys the Gem of Eternal Density crafting recipe. So let me just grab that, go back into my survival inventory, and show you guys that. Okay, sorry. I will be back in a little bit to show you guys the next bit. Okay guys, I am back with the next part of our tutorial, and that is going to be on tools and armor. This will be the last part of the tutorial, by the way. So, let me just show you guys. They do have dark matter and red matter for every tier, but there are a couple different things, one of them being the hammer. Now, to make dark matter tools, you will need a diamond hilt and dark matter, obviously, and for red matter tools, you will need the dark matter tool. Let me find a better example. The dark matter tool, a piece of dark matter for the hilt, and then red matter, like that. You can look up the recipes yourself. So the Qatar, one of the very cool tools, actually combines a bunch of the red matter tools, and same with the Morning Star. So the next thing is the armor. So the armor is just crafted like regular armor. except with the other tier, for the red matter. And then the highest thing that you can make, the best of the best, you will be invincible forever in this, almost guaranteed, is gem. So you need the different amulets and such. I've showed you guys how to make that. I have not shown you guys the soul stone because it's kind of work in progress still, but that's how you make it. The gem, you would need a body stone, like that. The legs, you need a watch of flowing time. I already showed you guys that one. The boots, you need 2 swift wolves, and I already showed you guys how to make that. So I'm just going to equip this armor, and as you saw, you may have seen, it kind of bugged out in the back. I also have a life stone. Now what a life stone does is it will take EMC from your inventory, but if anything hurts you, anything at all, it will just repair you instantly. It'll feed you. I believe it'll feed you. So it's basically very OP. And I'm in survival mode right now. Look at how fast I am. And this is like no potions. This is gem armor. It also, for some reason, lets you see Thaumcraft nodes very well, which is pretty cool if you're into that kind of thing. But if you're not, then they're kind of just in the way. But anyways, let's get to the real cool stuff. So the hammer is basically a PvP weapon, I believe. Not completely sure. Let's go see how much damage it does to a cow. No, it's definitely not a PvP weapon. It might be for something else. I don't really know about the hammer. It might have been for taking these apart. I don't really know. Sorry guys, I don't really know what I'm talking about that much. I tried. So then we have the guitar, which is currently on deforesting mode. As you see, there are 3 different modes. So let's put it on deforesting mode and head over to this village. It'll be actually faster if I sprint there instead of flying, which is pretty insane, but it happens. It's called gem armor, folks. So basically, there's wood in this city, right? I'm pretty sure that if I I may need to actually power it up. Okay, so I just grabbed that entire place. Like, it's insane. I'm just oh, my guitar just glitched out and disappeared from my inventory. But as you see, if I can get a guitar back, it is very overpowered, and I'm just right clicking all over and it's just giving me wood. Pretty cool, I think. I mean, just look at that. I'm just collecting wood. So there's also hoe mode. You guessed it, big area, pretty cool. And then there's shear mode, obviously, shearing sheep. That's about all it does. And then attack mode. So there's a cool feature about attack mode. Obviously, you got that. Does a lot of damage, actually. And then if you just right click, everyone takes damage. It's really cool. It's like, wow, they're loud though. So it basically does damage in an area around you. So very cool. Now we have the Morning Star. The Morning Star does not have different modes, but when you charge it up, it will dig very large areas very, very fast, which is awesome. Like, you know, I'm just, you know, boop, just destroying a village. No biggie. So, well, that was my review on ProjectE. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you have any questions, leave a comment. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.